I'm gonna bust him. I'm gonna waste my coin.
Tulane will kick it off to get this game underway. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking downfield on first down. Tight end finds a soft spot. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great recognition by the defense on that pass play. They knew exactly who the quarterback was going to, and they got there quick.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Back to pass. Makes the grab. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain. How about the little toss out to the fullback to give him a touch?
And you said little toss because they're not trying to throw bombs to the fullback. This is a guy that's going to be more of a possession wide receiver. But if you can depend on him and he can catch the football consistently, you can get those little gains, those positive gains, and keep the defense in the offense.
Georgia ready to dial it up on another first down. Wants to throw on first down. Throws to the back. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And I tell you what, when you got a guy that is that good at dissecting your defense, you better get pressure. Nice job by the defense, hurrying him up, speeding up the thought process.
Back to pass on second down. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the second down misfire. Looking to throw again. Got a man in the middle. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36. The Dogs have their offense in high gear.
And if you had any questions about this quarterback's arm talent, now you've got your answer. Wow.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Bring in the heat. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes, as an offense, you're hoping the run fake is going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. From the gun, running back on the move. All things considered, he's probably lucky to be back to the line of scrimmage.
And I really don't understand the play call. Palmer, like 3rd and long, and they're not trusting their quarterback. Does this say something about their quarterback moving forward? We'll get to that as the game progresses. But, man, I just think you got to trust your quarterback, and you got to pass the football on 3rd and long.
They kick it away on 4th down. never had a chance. What?
Can't believe he ain't called for a kick.
Knocking down inside the 10. Poor starting field position here for this offense. From the gun, running back gets to give. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He's just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. To the air, it's Washington. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Offense couldn't get anything going in rhythm there. They're just trying to give themselves some space. Couldn't come up with a completion on 3rd down. Looks like they're going to be punting.
Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. I'm not sure if he could have kicked it farther by using his knee, but it's not exactly the longest punt. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up with an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the football.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
Picked up maybe a yard. It's down at the 16. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs! Made the grab in the end zone for the score. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
This celebration.
These are the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time. But when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary and make that big play.
It's a Trevor Thomas shit.
They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll bring it out. It's Graham. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. He'll ride his man on the option. Got room to work. Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21. Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. Here comes the option. Quick toss. And they'll ride him down, but not before he picks up the first down. And how about the timing on that pitch?
Well, I love the variety in the run game you're seeing from this offense. It's not just going to be conventional handoffs. Won't just be the quarterback, but he's making good decisions. Pitching at that time, that's the right read. And it's not a huge explosive home run type play, but it is enough to help them pick up the first down.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
What a great job tackling that time by the cornerback. Out on an island by...
Fires one high and deep. Makes the grab at the 30. The 10. Touchdown, Green Wave. And once he got away from the knee, they had no shot at catching it.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Pressure coming. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
That is a really good-looking throw. You think about the expectation level now for quarterbacks at Georgia. Matthew Stafford was the #1 pick overall. Stetson Bennett won 2 national championships. Imagine the pressure on this guy. But when you see throws like that, he makes you believe that he can step up and lead this team to yet another natty.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Now facing a 3rd and long. Gets the back moving. On 3rd down, he drops the throw. Oh, man, another incompletion. That's 3 in a row.
Oh, and those are those where you're just looking at your hands. Left hand, right hand, left hand, right hand. Dang it, I should have caught that. Nice play, break on the football. That could have been a house call. That could have been a game changer, but just couldn't secure the interception.
Kick is in the air. On his way back from the 20. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. On the option. Leaves it with the running back. Turning it on. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they are on the move.
And this defense has to be so disciplined. Like, you just got to understand, I can't all go for the quarterback. And too much attention on the quarterback. We didn't play the pitch really well. That's why this offense is really hard to stop.
Use the play fake. Now to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Rodgers. Gashing the D on the right. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Tulane.
It's so nice to have these big playmaking tight ends that are basically oversized receivers. Make a play down the field to him. Huge catch radius, makes the play, and then I love the run after the catch. These guys can do this nowadays. He does the rest of the work and gets into the end zone.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Looking to throw on first down. Wide open downfield. And they finally get him down, but not before he's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. First down here for the offense. Motion from the wideout. To the air on first down. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. Didn't have a lot of room to run after the pick, but he's done his job. They have it at the 44.
Great job by the safety. You see safeties back in coverage, reading the quarterback's eyes, understanding where he's throwing the football. Great break, great interception.
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Now the pitch. Got enough for the first. Smashes through the tackle. And that's what this option will do to you. They got the pitch man free, and he was off to the races. Tulane using that big run to generate momentum. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Catch in the middle, it's right. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys in the field. Stringing first downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
Tulane with an opportunity on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Green Wave. Great job by the back on the option. That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Wants to go up top on first down. Complete in the middle. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Looking to throw on first down. He's got his man. They bring him down, but it'll be first down at the 42.
I know we're a long way up here in the booth, but guys, y'all remember that ball you could throw that whistled? That thing was whistling. It had so many RPMs on it.
Pulls it in. It's Booth. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. And the quarterback's by his lonesome on 2nd and inches. Buying some time. Throws into the middle of the field. Snags it. And he will score. Touchdown, Dogs.
And that was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the second half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Off play action on first down. He's going to throw deep right side. Hits him inside the 20, still going. That is just a gargantuan play as he has it all the way down to the 12. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. Explosive plays are great, but you got to finish the deal. First and 10 in the red zone. Wants to throw. It's Washington. It's complete. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Wave.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers. And they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point is good for a 28-14 lead. They wasted no time on that drive. Got it on their 25, and 2 plays later, they're in the end zone. He'll bring it back looking for help. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Looking downfield on first down. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Fires to the wideout. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover.
And what a change in momentum. It looked like the offense was going to score points. Not only does the defense pick it off, but a great individual effort on the return, now setting their team up in field goal range to try and steal 3 points before the end of the half.
Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Wants to throw on first down. The pressure on him, and the quarterback goes down, and that's how we'll wrap up the first half. Georgia will kick it deep to start the second half. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. Wide receiver comes in motion. On the option. Give to the running back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There's a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football, he might not score a touchdown, but he's definitely going to be able to...
Gets away from one, but just keeps moving. Hits the accelerator to the right. Past the 20. Touchdown, Tulane. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
And back in the day, you used to line up, and your tight end was a blocker, and you threw it to him short. Now, these guys are being so dynamic.
No, my overall is right now.
The Pirates will kick it away first. Coming out with it, it's Graham. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Looking to throw, it's Washington. Throws for the tight end. It's caught downfield. Can't come in half-stepping to tackle this guy. Too much strength and power. He's up to the 25. The Green Wave with plenty of options here on second and short. On the ground, it's Knight. And the ball is loose and live in the backfield. The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. On third and short, they'll try to convert through the air. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's fourth down. Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Here's the handoff. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride in stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
And the Pirates are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Unloads it left. Got his man downfield.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. The negative play leaves him with 2nd and 12. To the air, it's Mendoza. Makes the catch. It's Ginn. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. This will be a 50-yard field goal attempt, and he'll have to curl it in from the right side. And it's no good. Kicker couldn't quite get it through, and the scoreboard remains the same.
Hey, sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but left some points off the scoreboard there.
The pitch. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. Perfectly timed on that pitch, and they pick up the first down on the play.
And that's exactly how you draw it up, and that's why the option's so hard to stop. QB, man, draw the defense in. Look at me. I'm the first option.
Lofts one high and deep. And it falls incomplete. But it could have been much, much worse as the defender was right there.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass, locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
Rides the back on the option, the give. Breaks into the open. He's at the touchdown Greenway. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll bring it out. It's Ginn. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Off play action. Going over the top. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
Even though that pass was incomplete, I wouldn't be shocked if this defense in the second half decides to play some deeper coverages. This offense has already shown they're willing to be aggressive, and they've got a lot of speed. Moving forward, this defense cannot afford to give up big plays in the passing game.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters, and I know the pass is coming, so I can have...
Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect fourth down call there. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Looking for a man. It's Mendoza. Got a man. It's Ginn. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback can throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver...
Oh, he just held it poorly, and it's a fumble. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that.
Lost the fire on second down. Blasted as he lets it go.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Trying to get behind the defense. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Hauls it in easily enough for the 1st down. He's brought down the one, a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. The Pirates, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Powers through the defender. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Looking downfield, it's Mendoza. Zings it complete to the right. They recover their own fumble. Somehow, who knows how they got that thing back.
Man, what a break. Great job falling on the football. Great job having some awareness. The running back coughed it up, but teammates there to pick him up, following the football. Listen, it's lucky, but it's a good job by the offense.
They were all over him. Nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster. We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
Yeah, and he calls his own number, tries to go get the 1st down, but he just couldn't get to it. Nice job by the defense, locking in, not letting him get that extra couple yards that he needed to get the big 1st down.
Let's see what they can get going on this drive as they snap it from the 7. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Really good coverage by this defense. They were aware of everyone on the field, and including the running back. A lot of times those guys get lost in the shuffle, but they saw him. They knew the ball was going to. They braked on it, did a good job, and got in his face just enough to cause him to lose some focus and drop that football.
Well, they weren't able to gain a lot of real estate on that last completion deep down in their own end. If anything, if you're looking for a silver lining, I guess the punter maybe has a little bit more room to try to get one off now on 4th.
Boy, that seemed to be prime return territory. Instead, he'll make the fair catch. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. The run from the shotgun. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6. Trying play action. Quickly out to the tight end. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Dropping back, it's Mendoza. Snagged in the middle, it's Booth. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains, it's first down at the 27. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking to throw on first down. Throws toward the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
If you don't have good vision, you're not going to be a middle-of-the-field safety. You got a lot of ground to cover from hash to hash. You better be able to see the quarterback. You better be able to see routes and break on the football. Nice job seeing the formation, seeing the route.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. Makes a grab on the shot. They'll immediately call timeout.
I love offensive coordinators that take shots in sudden change situations. You just got the takeaway. You're not wasting any time. Defense is jogging on the field. They barely have time to line up. You take a shot deep down the field, and you hit it, adding insult to injury to the opponent. That is a great play call.
And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster? The offense burns its third and final timeout of the half. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. That one comes out hot down the right side.
This defense knew coming in the offense was going to try to test them. They were going to try to take some shots vertically down the field. Defense was ready for that one.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Green Wave!
And that's just a fantastic job of executing the two-minute type situation by this offense.
He'll bring it out. It's Graham. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Back to pass. It's Washington. Wasting no time taking a shot. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
And the offensive coordinator here is really trying to stay aggressive and take a shot. Obviously, the offense couldn't click on that one. But later in the game, if I'm this offense, I'm continuing to stay aggressive. Keep the foot.
Oh, he's got some space. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
Under fire. Got a man. It's Graham. At the 40, there he goes. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
Well, this guy obviously spent a lot of time in the film room this week because he is dissecting this defense early in the game in the opening drive. Great job with his eyes, great job with his rhythm, an explosive play there. This defense does not have...
Got some room, entered to the goal line. Touchdown, Tulane. Excellent pass by the back on the option.
How about that first drive? The hardest thing to do in college football is win on the road. They're the underdog coming into a hostile environment. What do? Possession one, go right down the field and shut everybody in this building up.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And it was capped off with an impressive 16-yard run for the score. Fielded in the end zone, it's Benson. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. The option look. Now the toss. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like, really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went...
It's a fumble. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes.
Well, it's a nice job by him making the catch, but, guys, you got to secure the ball and put it away. The play's not over, and give the defender credit for knocking it loose, and the defense jumps on it.
The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. On the option. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Greenway.
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Offense making its way onto the field to start the drive. Back to pass. It's Washington. Rushes on him. It's complete on the right side. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Off the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Oh, he just misses on the big downfield shot. And I think some people think that's a difficult throw to make, but tell you what, a lot of times you put a little air underneath it and you just trust your guy more than you trust the DB, but it's hard to do when you overshoot your wide receiver.
Really nice job by the defense there. You're trying to force the quarterback to throw the football in front of you and allow your guys to square up and make a tackle out in space. You got to force the ball carrier to do something special after the catch. Not able to do it there, so really nice tactic by the defense.
Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. There he goes. He'll be pushed out of bounds just short of the end zone, and that one saved the touchdown, at least for now. Tulane right back to the line. And he'll be stuffed. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4.
One of the reasons I love this defense is because their DBs get involved, and they come screaming downfield. That's a pretty good athlete playing quarterback on that run, but because of the speed they have in their secondary, boy, they were able to get to him quickly.
And he gets it back to the 4-yard line and no farther.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on third down, David, and you know the execution just has to be spot on, timing especially at the quarterback position here.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play up tight on you. So I know that. Now how do I counter punch and attack this defense?
The play action fake. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. Touchdown, Green Wave. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
They are absolutely boat racing this team right now. We're not even at the second quarter yet, and this offense has been up and down the field. They've taken a huge lead early. Everything they're dialing up, David, is working.
Yeah, so I'm going to flip this to the other side. I'm going to need my offense to score some points, and in a hurry. Like, they got to figure it out, but they got to put a drive together, keep us off the field, score some points, and let us find some answers, because right now, defensively, we have none.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Back to throw, it's Washington. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. A first down for the offense.
And defensively, you've got to know this guy, man. He's got some wheels to him. He'll get outside the pocket. You can't let him outside the cage. Those ends have to do a good job of keeping contained. When you lose it, this is what happens. He can get outside, can scramble, and can get first downs.
They'll run play action. And the pressure is going to get to him, and down. And that's how the first quarter will end. We've reached a break, and it's Tulane on top. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. On third and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Oh, he makes the play. It's intercepted. Got room on the return. underway with the opening kickoff. Fielded in the end zone. It's Knight. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Looking to throw, it's Washington. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, and really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
Now on first down from the 28. To the air on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. All out of space. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24. This Tulane offense has a great drive going. On the move, it's Knight. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Now the play fake. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attack.
That pass not closes. He got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. He's going to try to knock one through from 49 yards away. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good. After putting up a three-spot, the kickoff unit set to go.
I know one thing this head coach does every week is he challenges his guys to start fast. And it's so important today, playing on the road in this kind of environment. You saw a nice drive. They didn't get the touchdown they would have loved, but still, kicking that field goal and taking this early lead, that's a statement for the visiting team.
And the pass to the sideline will pick up a short gain.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick?
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Takes it the other way. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Tulane.
You've got to be so careful as a quarterback throwing over the middle of the field with this linebacker. He is so good in coverage, reading the quarterback's eyes. He'll make you pay, and he did right there with that pick six.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll run it from the gun. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35.
Nice job by the running back catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. Did a nice job of it.
Finds his man. It's Perez. Knocked out of bounds after a good gain on that one. They'll spot it at the 43. And the Ducks, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Wide receiver going in motion. Moore to the air. Caught in the backfield. It's Graham. Almost had a lot more room there, but he'll go out of bounds at the 36. The Ducks in a good spot here with second and short. To the ground with the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Guys, the quarter comes to a close and Tulane has the lead here. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. Finds his tight end. He goes out of bounds right at the 30. Good pickup on that one.
Well, that play was designed for that down and distance, right? You saw how he barely got enough to pick up the first. Really nice job by the play caller there, understanding the situation and what play to dial up.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
The Ducks can really attack on this second and short. Oh, they're after him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. In the second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. Got to find a way to get some completions strung together.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. They send the tight end in motion. They're throwing for it on fourth down. Hauls it in, the first down and more. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
Well, it's a heck of being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a two-shot field goal with where they were on that fourth down. But they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going to...
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
All right, offense has got to be better. You've done a nice job getting the football to this point in the red zone, but now you can't go backwards. You've got to be able to get rid of the football if it's not there, and that was a terrible play giving up the sack.
Pulls it in. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
And I tell you what, when you drop back and you know you got that slot work in the middle of the field and you know how fast he is, you just wait for him to come open, throw that strike, and you know he'll take care of the rest. Nice throw, nice catch.
It's complete to the left. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And the Ducks looking to convert on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He makes a grab, and he will score! Touchdown, Oregon!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will.
Nice job by the defense. A lot of times offenses want time to mesh that RPO and read it. Nah, the defense got in there so fast, they didn't give him an option. Got the nice tackle for a loss, putting the offense in a worse situation.
The green wave in a world of hurt on 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Washington. Pocket breaking down. Fires to the tight end. He's stopped right at the 31-yard line. That's not enough for a first down. It'll be 4. Oh, man, this could have disaster written all over it. Going for it inside their own 40. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Hit as he throws. That ball never had a chance, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Hey, at this point of the game, 4th and short, no problem going for it. 4th and medium, I think it's too early to start taking some of these chances. I think you need to just let the game play out a little bit and trust your defense.
And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Looking to get it in. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
Trying to surge it in. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind. 4th down here, it's still early in the game. I'm not chasing points. Take the field goal, pay this drive off.
And they have him.
And the holder, they fake it, goes to the tight end. And I guess they thought they'd find the field goal block team napping. They were wide awake, and they come up with the stop. Boy, you look smart when it works out, but when it goes awry, you are left to second-guess yourself. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Motion from the wide receiver. Now on the option. He'll pitch it. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Tulane to the line, facing 2nd and short. Off the bootleg, looking to fire. He puts some heat on that one down the middle. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
The offense is trying to put the defense on their heels. On the 2nd play of the drive, they completed a big one. And on the 3rd play, they take another shot. Didn't come up with that one, but wouldn't surprise me if they tried again here.
One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Off play action. Hit as he throws. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. Just about set to get this 2nd half underway. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Not a lot of scoreboard fireworks from these guys in the first half, but they've got a chance here after making some halftime adjustments.
Yeah, and remember, it just takes one play to kick the door open, and all of a sudden there's a lot more confidence again. So which guy on this offense can hit the big home run and break this thing open?
Well, and the good thing is it's such a low-scoring game. I'm still very much in this. I can be who I am, make a few tweaks, make a few adjustments, and get this offense rolling.
Across the 45. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down to the 42.
This guy just gives you nightmares. I mean, he's just got so much electricity. He just pulls it down and chews up yards like it's nothing. That's a quarterback. A quarterback doing that to your defense.
Running back searching for a hole. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Moore will throw. Steps away to find some room. Quickly to the tight end. Open space at the 25. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21.
I think you're seeing the chemistry between these two guys on that last play, right? Quarterback's on the move. He's got to find his big fella. He does a great job of finding the soft spot in the defense and settling down. He was a stationary target for his quarterback on the move, and that really helped him pick up that first.
And that can be frustrating to watch running backs not make plays like a receiver, but they're not a receiver. And a lot of times when they have the guys around them, the focus that receivers have it doesn't exist in them. And you can tell just dropped the football, lost a little bit of focus, but I think those footsteps were close enough where he heard it.
The Ducks have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. He wants to throw it again. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And you try to catch him off balance, maybe on 1st down and goal right here, a situation where maybe you sneak in a pass, defense was ready, got the sack. Now you got to be a little bit more.
And the defense gets loose, bringing the Heat, and down he goes again.
I always think the best offenses are the ones that can run the football efficiently down by the goal line. It's hard to throw it down here. It's hard, especially if you can't protect your quarterback. And this offense now, 2 straight plays is going backwards.
Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Man, that is just great awareness by the big fella up front defensively. He did a good job just reading the quarterback's eyes. He knew where he was going with the football, and he's like, hey, these interceptions, they're not just for the little fast guys. Us big guys can get it done, too.
The screen, he can go. Turning it on. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10. Gives it on the option. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Tulane right back to the line. Here's the Heat. A little floater there that falls incomplete.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working. Ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
Trying play action. And here comes the Heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. Hauls it in, looking for space. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Moore to the air. That's caught. It's Lofton. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on the field.
We've reached the break, and it's Tulane on top. And sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the third. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. After swapping ends of the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. That's reeled in. It's Graham. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability. Oh,
Converts on fourth down. Still going. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on fourth down. The Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to go up top on first down. Caught behind the line. It's Graham. And he'll be run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Not a very productive play there.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. That's caught. It's Graham. They stop him well short of the marker. It's fourth down from the 27.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
It's good. We are all tied up here in the fourth.
And this kicker has ice water in his veins. Fourth quarter, you need to make the field goal to tie it up, and that kid just drilled it.
Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film.
And the ball is free on the pitch.
deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
Off the play fake. Lost one deep down the right side. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down. Trying to pick up a first down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. Moore will throw. Makes the grab. It's Graham.
I got to tell you, I love the thought on offense. You want to get one of the fastest players in the country the ball in space, see if he can break one, make you a big play in a 2-minute situation. That's just a better job tackling by the defense. They practiced that all week, and it shows up big here late.
Almost had the pick there. Would have been his second of the game. Instead, it brings up third down. And the Ducks come to the line on third and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Throws to the wideout. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down.
a good job by this defense. The 2-minute situations can be tough, especially communicating, and you know they want to push the ball down the field, but a lot of times it's towards the sidelines. They protect the middle of the field, play great defense all across the board.
And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They'll run the option. Creates a little space. Brings into the open. He just has a nose for those little crevices to be able to find space, and he picks up the first down. All knotted up in just a little bit of time left in regulation. Off the play fake on first down. The throw. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a double.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Running backs on either side of the quarterback. Scanning the field, it's Washington. Looking deep down the right side. Catch and stride inside the 15. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that.
Back to throw, and he's got to do it here late. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Green Wave. And they've moved out front here in the fourth.
And how about this offense, man? They knew they needed to execute. Great play calling, great drive, put it together. Now you got a chance to go up by 7 late in this ball game and then let your defense go on the field and seal it for you.
The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Starting to feel a little pressure. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And after the pickup gets to the sidelines to stop the clock and keep this drive going as they try to save themselves late.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
That last play is the kind of thing the offense can really build some momentum on, and now they've got it first and 10 outside the 40. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
All right, so ball's incomplete, and here's the game. This is going to have to be a Hail Mary pass on this last throw. Something has to go into the end zone because at this point, a field goal doesn't do you any good.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Moore to the air. Here comes the heat. He's looking deep. Makes the grab at the 10. Takes it to the house. They are down by 1, and the clock strikes 0.
Man, you did the hard part. What a drive, putting points together, getting 6. Now, what are you going to do? Decision time. Do you want to go for the win right now, go for the 2-point conversion, or kick this thing and go into overtime with seconds running down on the clock?
No time left on the clock. The extra point will send it to overtime. And that extra point was good, and we are deadlocked here in the fourth. 4 quarters, not enough to settle this one. We're headed to overtime.
And these teams have played so well, back and forth, evenly contested game. How about a little free football, Jesse?
Yeah, I love this, David. Free football. Finding out which of these two teams is the most mature. Who can settle down now with the game on the line and make the big play.
First play of the first possession of OT. Gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17. The Green Wave with plenty of options here on 2nd and short. He's got him still on his feet. He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it 1st and goal from the 1.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come over, getting him the football, making the 1st down, and they like to do this. When they make a 1st down, they want to go fast, they want to crank up the tempo.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Green Wave. And they're on top here in overtime. The all-important extra point would push this lead to 7.
This offense is so explosive, they can change the scoreboard in a flash. You just saw that on that drive.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. All right, guys, so here we go in overtime. And just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possessions starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key.
Deep shot for the end zone. Almost intercepted, and you just can't put the ball in jeopardy on 1st down in overtime. So now it's 2nd and long. Moore will throw. Buying some time as he moves left. A shot toward the end zone. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Oh, and this one's picked off. A huge overtime turnover. And the takeaway will put the finishing touches on this one.
And that's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
What a thriller. What a confidence builder to be able to come up with a win like that in overtime.
This team has to love their ability to come up with big plays and big moments. How about in overtime, the individual efforts we saw, this team playing as a unit, doing enough and doing everything that would